How many Speedmasters do you have?
Oh my gosh. I think you're looking at like 15.
Yeah.
15 Speedmasters?
I'm a first timer. Nothing on the wrist.
Whoa. So wait, this is your first,
This is the first one.
watch purchase?
This is it.
Okay. See it running.
Oh wow, yeah, that split second hand just flies.
I just took out a link in 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Hi everyone, Teddy Baldassar here, back at the boutique. But today, something a little different. We're going to be helping out subscribers of this channel pick out their next watch. I'm not gonna be doing this alone. We have John Callahan, our boutique director, is gonna be assisting us as well. So John, thank you very much for doing this.
Thanks for having me, Teddy.
What are we gonna be doing today? Because you've been coordinating a lot of different clients coming in.
Exactly. So we've got a couple different kind of looks today. We've got customers that have long established relationships with us, some seasoned collectors, and then we have customers coming in for the very first time, looking for their very first watch.
And this is the first time we've ever done something like this. So if you guys enjoy this, you're liking what we're doing throughout this, and maybe you want to partake in something like this in the future, leave a comment down below. We'll probably also have a form as well where you can actually submit your entry if you want to actually get a personal one-on-one with John and myself. You're going to be helping me out for most of the day, but we also might have Will Bethune, who you may have seen in the past on the channel a couple of times, who's also going to be helping out. So we have 8, 9 different appointments, so we got a long day ahead of us.
We do.
So let's have the first person come in and see what we can do to help them out. Rich, thank you very much for coming in today. I really appreciate it. I know you've been a client for some time, and today we had a few watches we wanted to take a look at, but maybe just to introduce yourself, let's understand some of the watches that you might have in your collection first.
Yeah, so my collection's kind of all over the place. I mean, I've got Patek, I've got Vacheron, I've got Rolex, but then I've got Casio, I've got Tissot. So it kind of ranges all between. But I'm just trying to find something that's not in the collection that would make me want to wear it, right?
And I'm sure people might be curious. Let's also talk maybe what you have on the wrist too.
Right, well, you'll say the correct name. I'll call it the Blancpain Complete Calendar. The unique thing about this calendar watch is the pushers are underneath the lugs, which you don't see them on the sides that you see on every other calendar watch, which was, to me, a really interesting selling point.
Yeah, the triggers behind the lugs are like amazing. And it keeps that silhouette very clean too for the case. There's no pushers on the exterior.
Absolutely.
So what do we want to like maybe look at first, Rich? Like what you had like a variety of different items you wanted to take a look at.
Yeah, I did pick a couple other moon phase watches. Okay. I mean, I think that to me, the moon phase complication is just very interesting.
So do you want to maybe pull out some moon phase watches?
We'll take a look at some moon phase watches. So. You know, some of the watches we discussed, potentially, Longines makes a great moon phase watch. We have a couple of pieces here.
All right.
Okay.
So we have a couple of options. We have the flagship moon phase.
Okay.
The opaline dial.
Okay.
So that was released in 2023. It's gonna have a 72-hour power reserve. It's a 38.5mm case. So you're gonna have moon phase display at 6 o'clock. You have small seconds. This is gonna be the L8999 caliber. So this is gonna give you silicon balance spring, 3-day power reserve. Also on the back, I think is pretty unique. So you have an 18-karat gold medallion. It's actually hand-painted enamel too. And this is a watch around that $4,000 price range.
Yeah.
So pretty unique. I think probably one of the best positioned moon phases in that collection. If you want to save a little bit of money, you can also go over to the Master collection. Now this is more of a heritage model.
Sure.
Master Series is going to be one of their best-selling collections. This is going to have the same movement on the inside. Case size is going to be different though, 40mm.
Yeah.
Has more of this kind of barleycorn style cross-check pattern.
And I think that aesthetically, this is kind of your classic historical sort of look that we've seen, especially in the States over the years. The flagship, this new redesign, a little more classic, a little more vintage inspired. Okay. So you do have 2 different looks as well.
Let's pull them over here and then like try them on. So do you have a Longines watch?
I do not.
Do not? Okay.
I do not.
All right.
All right, so brown alligator.
That's 38.5mm for that case there. So the one you're trying on now, that's a 40mm case. Okay. Different flavor. Which one do you kind of lean in, if anything? Are they speaking to you? Yeah,
I think the classic is a little bit shiny, and I'm just thinking scratch magnet when I see shiny.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, I do like that one. That one.
Okay, so that's leading the charge.
Yeah, although the case, it's weird. I mean, the case, completely different case size or shape.
That's right.
As well.
So what else were we looking at? Because you had a few suggestions that were all over the map.
Yeah.
You're bouncing around.
Sonic.
There were a couple integrated, kind of.
Yeah.
There was, the Ingenieur.
Let's pull those out too.
Got it.
Do it. So here's the Ingenieur. This is the blue dial version. So this was relaunched in 2023, where they came out with 4 different variants. That one's in steel, 40 millimeter case. What I also like, I don't know if you ever tried on an Ingenieur before, but if you've tried on other integrated sports watches, you said you have an Overseas, you mentioned?
I do have an Overseas. It wears a lot like the Overseas.
Yes, yes. But one thing I would say compared to the Overseas, it wears larger than that 41.
This is up there.
Yeah.
I mean, it wears bigger than a 40. Definitely.
Yes, but I would say it wears closer to its size than even the Overseas does. 40 millimeter case, you're getting the 32,000 series movements on the inside, 5-day power reserve. But I think really where if you're looking at this watch, and I try to conceptualize it, is you're looking at what we were talking about, like the Overseas, that class of watch, while also having the Genta connection, and you're getting this price range. That's usually where you'll start to see the separation. And I think finishing-wise, it feels like amazing on wrist. Whenever I tried that on for the first time, it was remarkable.
It's a great bracelet. I think that's the thing that sticks out to me, the finishing on the bracelet. Case design
that's great.
Is about as clean as a integrated sports model as you can get.
I agree. No,
what do you think of the dial itself?
The dial is interesting, right? It's kind of got that checkered pattern. I've got a Calatrava that has, it's almost like a carbon fiber weave kind of look in the middle of it, and that's what it kind of reminds me of.
Were you also interested in another IWC too?
Yeah,
John pulled this out as well.
A couple times I've looked at the chronos that they have, and I think it's a Portuguese
chronograph.
Yeah, and they're beautiful. I mean,
this watch feels a little bit better in a reserve format to me too. I think this watch is like intended to be more of a, they might not like me saying a dress chronograph, but that's really what it gives off to me when I see it. It's 41 millimeter case, classic design, and there's a lot of chronographs in this price range of that $8,000 to $10,000 range. But what I like about this one that's different, it has a vertical register layout. Still has that symmetry that you mentioned that you like.
Symmetry is good, but it's a beautiful watch.
You were interested in some Zenith?
If you have, I always wanted to see the Chronos part. I've seen the what is it, 1/10 of a second that it runs at?
Yes, with the 3,600 movements.
I've seen videos of it. I've never actually had a chance to see it, in person.
Pull it out. Okay, so that was 2021 they came out with this. So this has the 3,600 series generation, so you can track 1/10 of a second. It still operates at 5 hertz. See it running.
Oh wow, yeah, that split second hand just flies.
Yep, so each beat for the oscillator is going to be represented on that large display. What I also like about it is because typically we'll see like these micro-specific timing increments that can be done through a small register, but I like how this is now shown on the entire dial, so you get to see more of the effect of that rotation of the second hand.
Yeah, that's amazing. Meteorite dial on this one?
Correct, meteorite as well, yeah. So that's not just your run-of-the-mill Grandmaster Sport as well.
Now, see, what's amazing is this is probably the same thickness as that. But the way the case back pulls into your wrist, this thing looks extremely thin, even though it's probably, 15 millimeter, right?
Not even. You should be in the 13 range.
Oh, is it 13 on this?
Yeah, you should be 13.
But it's automatic.
Yes, it's automatic. And that's one of the great things about the El Primero, and I don't think we talk about enough, is this is also, the architecture that was developed for this is still years and years later, over half a century later, still being used, and it's because of the wearability is a huge aspect of it. I mean, I have a Chronomaster Original. I wear that watch all the time. I mean, it's under 13 millimeters thick for an automatic chronograph. Which for its price range is pretty tough to beat.
That wears so much smaller than that. That's great. That one looks great. You got another one there too?
So we have the black dial. This obviously I think is going to be a little bit more of that timeless sort of sports chronograph look if you want to go that direction. If it's something that's not in your collection. The meteorite though, side to side.
Yeah, no, it's
pretty good.
That is a good looking watch.
It's more the heart, that's more the mind.
No. No, those are both beautiful. I really like those.
Okay, so maybe since we've shown a lot of watches, what's speaking to you, maybe what's not speaking to you, just so we can maybe narrow our focus?
I mean, I do like the meteorite, but I think if I brought that one home, my wife might kill me.
Can't have that.
No.
Of all those ideas, what feels like the place that is most important for you to accomplish today?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I was looking for something, that I don't have, right? And so, while I was kind of quick to dismiss this as being shiny, it's something that you could wear all the time. I think I could take this one home today.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
No, thank you, Teddy. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Really appreciate it. Thank you, John.
Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you for
forward to it,
having me.
man.
This is cool.
I heard this could be potentially like your first big watch purchase.
Yeah, I have a Timex Weekender. I have an Orient Bambino I got from the site
All right,
earlier this
appreciate
year.
it. Appreciate it.
And then this is going to be the big one.
What are we thinking in this purchase? Like, what are you trying to look for? What's going on?
I'm looking for an everyday watch, which I know could mean something different to different people. It doesn't need to be super specific. An everyday watch could be a Longines, could be Seiko Alpinist,
Okay.
it could be sportier or dressier, is what I'm saying.
Have you ever tried on the Alpinist?
No.
Okay.
So let's maybe start there.
Yes.
You mentioned it. I think it's important to just get a sense of the Alpinist case because it is different
Yes,
compared to what
sure.
you'll typically see from most watches of this format. Now this is the black dial. So that one comes on a bracelet. So when they relaunched this series, I mean, they had the SARB 017, which was released in 2006. They discontinued it around 2019. Then they came out with a variety of different Alpinist models reintroduced, with this one kind of being the champion model. This is the SPB 121, the green dial format. What was added with this new version was the Cyclops date. You're getting the 6R35, but a lot of the traditional elements are still there. That said, if you wanted something with versatility in mind, this one actually might be a good way to go. This is the 117. The other thing I'd throw out there though is you mentioned applied indices. I mean, these are gonna have raised markers. I just think that this has a little bit more of three-dimensionality on that one compared to this one because of just the traditional kind of like low profile look of that.
Yeah.
But these are best sellers. I mean, this is like when people come looking for a watch under $1,000, John, you can probably speak to it like all the time.
100%. This is probably the most popular watch out of the store in terms of that under $1,000 price point, especially if somebody's looking for maybe a higher end Seiko offering. And people love the Alpinist. So this collection for an everyday wear, hard to go wrong.
I like it. Something I've been struck by that the couple of times I have tried on watches is they always look smaller to me in person for whatever reason. So I was actually worried that this might be too big, especially it's a little bit thicker. It seems more reasonable to me in person. I actually like it. Would I be able to try this?
Yeah,
on?
absolutely. Let's look it
Please,
up.
please,
Yep.
of course.
And left-handed, right-handed?
Left-handed, yeah.
Awesome.
This does have the deployant going in the direction where the extra tail is going to be on that side. You could, of course, change out the straps as a 20 millimeter lug width, so very easy to do so. And I think we have this one around $600 right now.
That's right.
Okay,
Around that.
that's great. I like it. I wasn't sure what I was going to think of it on the wrist, but I like it. It's different. I think that's probably why a lot of people like it.
Agreed.
It has some character to it, obviously. I do prefer the green and gold over this. I think it just has a little bit extra.
Yeah. I mean, you mentioned Longines. Do we want to pull out, like, I mean, I don't know if we have like Conquest or Spirit or anything.
We've got
like
some good stuff.
Okay.
So if you're into kind of the straightforward applied numeral look, we love the new Spirit Pilot. This is a brand new release. It's a great look. You've got the gold tone hands against the matte black dial, that vintage pilot's watch look. It's a good size.
This is going to be 39 millimeters, which I think is a pretty good sweet spot for most people. It's probably one of their best everyday options. This and the Conquest. Now what you're getting with this is also COSC certified, so you're paying a little more money. And I think the dimensionality, if you mentioned about having some depth to a dial, I like how they are able to feature a lume within. You're also getting some nice like framing around that. Outside perimeter has some nice depth to it as well. Conquest, you could save some money there, but I personally think this is more authentic to Longines' history. Pilot watches, flybacks, I mean, they have that history in their DNA. So I think this is a good way of showing that traditional element of what they were in the past with new form and feeling pretty fresh in the process.
This is a contender as well. Honestly,
That's great.
these two, when I was looking online, it caught my eye, and I
Oh,
wasn't
great.
sure what they would look like on my wrist. I love them.
It's great.
Let's think here. What other everyday watches?
Well, what we have here that I know Michael is interested in is some Hamilton.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we do have some
Nice.
Hamilton here. Definitely bring those out.
Do you know what Hamilton specifically you were looking at? I would imagine Field series, but what Field models? Like,
Automatic 38, possibly.
okay,
The Murph, possibly.
okay. So here we have a variety of different 38 millimeter automatics. Blue, we got black, bracelet and strap versions.
Yep.
This is one of the best selling collections from the brand. You have the mechanical line, which is the hand winding versions at 38. Those are gonna be a bit thinner, but they only have 50 meters of water resistance. These will come in with a bit more of a contemporary look. You have the 24 inner scale for the hours, and then the 13 to 24, and then the 12 hours on the outside, 100 meters of water resistance.
I mean, this size feels great. Actually, the bracelet feels great on the wrist as well.
And this collection is really one of the most popular collections in the store for anybody who's wants to take that step into the luxury Swiss category. You have Seiko, who's going to kind of be that entry gateway into the hobby in general. Obviously making wonderful products there. But if you wanted to step up into that first nice Swiss watch, Hamilton, especially the Khaki Field collection, really is a logical step. And like, frankly, these watches, I tell customers all the time, these will last a lifetime, regular maintenance, taking good care of it, just like you would expect a $10,000 or $15,000 watch to last.
Then you have the Murph. This is the white dial Murph here. So what do you think so far, like as you're looking at things, just so I know?
I think that the Alpinist and Longines are the number one right now.
Did you want to look at, I don't know if you talked with John beforehand, looking at the Mido or not. Now this is a little different, but.
Yeah, it is obviously more of a dive watch. It's sportier, but still was something that I really like the look of.
39 millimeter case, pretty solid thickness too. You're under 13 millimeters, I believe, on that size, and you kind of feel it there, but still getting substantial water resistance, 200 meters. So that wave pattern, that's something that was introduced last year. They came out with a few different dial configurations, and that one's the black dial, a little more understated compared to the blue. The blue has like this gradient effect where it gets blue to black, so that's going to be probably more versatile as a byproduct of that. How's that speaking to you? Like, because if you entertain that, then there's now dive watches to potentially consider. And
the trouble is I like it a lot.
Okay,
so now it opens up this whole other world.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. That's the part of discovery. So let's maybe hang on to that.
We have the Mido Shark Tooth, probably a bit more than what you're looking for in terms of an everyday wear. The bracelet configuration to start with is totally different. But if you're not necessarily looking for a GMT, it might be a little too much. But that case format is, I think, a little bit more traditional to a diver than what you'll see with this, in that this is really pretty thin for a dive watch. And this is going to give you sort of that real tool watch feel that you would see in most cases.
Got it. Yeah, and I do feel that on the wrist as well. Probably a little bit too
much going on, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So it sounds like the final three: Spirit, 39 millimeter, Alpinist, and Ocean Star.
Yeah.
So you have some different flavors being displayed here. What's causing the Ocean Star to speak to you so much? Because you have a dive watch with two watches that I could say they're being a little bit more overlap in what they're going for, but you really did like this one too.
I think the dial is a good mixture of prominence and subtlety in a way. It has that texture, it has the applied indices on it, and I really like the pattern. It has something going on. So I think this still ticks a lot of the same boxes for me in terms of when I look down at my wrist, how it makes me feel.
Nice.
So like, where are you leaning? Are you actually leaning Ocean Star? Or are you leaning?
All right, not overthink it. Let's look.
Yeah. Just to maybe put some thoughts in your ear too. When you first came in, like what you were describing versus what I visualized was not this.
Yes.
So unless you had a complete change of heart, because this is your first time really trying on a lot of these watches, if that happened, then I can understand going that route. But based off of your initial premise of when you walked in the door, this is definitely more in the wheelhouse. Just to speak to like the price difference here, because I mean, you're well under $1,000, you're at $3,000 here. This is going to be integrated manufacturing. I mean, it's a 6R35 movement. But it's not going to have the same level of refinement. Like if you just look at the detail of like the markers, I think that'd be a good place for me to show. Like this is just going to be like a traditional, no pattern on the dial for what's being presented. It has like a sunburst, but then you look at the markers there, you can see the steel frames. Then there's lume set in that. The outside perimeter, how there's like a little polished rim on the outside where you see this. It's kind of all just smooth surfaces. There's no points of refinement. Not to say that this is a bad watch for the money, but this is where you start to see the points of separation. Even the hands, like if you look at the hand differences, like the way that these are kind of just stamped and cut versus how those are gonna have more of a reflective sheen, that's something you'll also notice. Like these are the small differences.
And I will also say the finishing on the Longines especially is really kind of outkicks the coverage of its price point to begin with. So you're getting a lot of value, even at that price point, for the quality of watch at the end of the day. So, both obviously have their merits, and they're both values at their respective prices.
Yep. I have to tell you what, I've looked at both of these on my wrist. I really like both of them. That's why I'm in this predicament of trying to pick. I think the winner is the Seiko.
The Alpinist, 1-2-1.
It is a gorgeous watch. It has a lot of the things I'm looking for. It has that character. I love the way it looks on my wrist. I think it's a great everyday piece.
Many would agree with you, and I would agree with you. So congrats, sir.
Thank you
Great
so much.
choice. Of course.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
Excellent,
awesome.
Michael. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Very cool.
Bob, good to see you as always, sir.
Great to see you, Teddy.
So what are we looking at today? You usually work with John. You're in here all the time. You guys worked on your collection a lot over the last 12 months, and it's been a crazy 12 months for you.
Yeah, today I'm interested in a specific, actually a couple different dive watches, but the new Timex has really got my attention. There's a Doxa that I really love, the Shark Hunter. There's the Seiko Marine Master, which is a classic. So really interested in taking a look at those and anything else that you guys might suggest.
All right. I have to have you show the cameras what you have on your wrist. This is a new acquisition. You have the anniversary. Please tell us more.
Yeah, so this is the Blancpain 50 Fathoms 5901 70th anniversary Act 3. I think, between this and obviously the Rolex Submariner, you've got tremendous history, and really the design language from both of those watches are what you see in most divers today. But this is the one for me. I absolutely love it.
And what I love about you, Bob, is you're all over the map with what you collect. You're not a snob about it. You'll wear an unbelievable 50 Fathoms on the wrist, and then you'll come in here and look at a Timex.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the way to go.
And I got to tell you, honestly, I'm just excited to look at these watches today and get one of these on my wrist as I am to have this.
Kudos to you, sir. Let's pull out some of the watches that Bob mentioned. I know, John, you were working with Bob for this shoot, but then also you've worked with him a lot in the past, like all the time.
Oh yeah. So Bob and I have got to know each other really well over the last, it's called a year. It probably hasn't even been a full year at this point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess it has been.
Actually, a little bit over.
Flies in this
does.
store. So I would like to compliment Bob, because Bob is one of the few people, this is exactly the kind of maturation we see in collectors. He kind of came to us as a novice. Nobody has dug deeper into the subject matter than Bob has.
So you probably know enough about these watches now that you've seen them. You probably saw a review, but you've not tried them on?
No, I've never seen them in the metal.
So you know the story about them now moving into this Timex Atelier. It's a brand that they're now trying to really represent within the broader umbrella of Timex. Now you're right around $1,000 for that. Then you have a lot of the Giorgio Galli design signatures. The big thing that you'll see is kind of about this hollowed out type of profile, skeletonized lugs, the crown guards. You also have for the dial a traditional type of layout for that. And then the bracelet adjustment is amazing.
The thing about this watch that I absolutely love is it's a perfect blend of like vintage and modern. It's a really cool, I love this skeleton case. It's a great looking watch.
I will say that this is my first time seeing these. I love the scalloped case.
Yeah.
I think that this architecture is fantastic. I do think it elevates it. You can clearly tell that this is something that Timex has spent some time on.
Yeah, and then for myself, when I was reviewing these, when I felt this watch, I tried to disassociate what the name was on the dial, and I felt that this was nowhere in connection to what typically people will associate with Timex.
I think one of the reasons I'm so attracted to this is because it's a Timex. There's a lot of comments about it, $1,000 for a Timex, that's crazy, they're way out of their league. But this is easily a $1,000 watch. And I'll tell you what, it kind of brings me full circle because my very first watch was a Timex. And I actually still have that watch.
Oh, awesome.
Got it for my 10th birthday.
This one was the one that came in, you were like, John, this is the one that I'm really thinking of. But you also had some alternatives that you wanted to take a look at just to maybe bounce some ideas off of. So one of the ones that you were interested in is the Doxa.
Did you want the 300T or the 200T?
I mean, I would probably go the 300.
Yep.
Go something a little bit bigger. But you know what? This is one of those watches where even though it's a little bit smaller, it doesn't wear small. because of the the shape of the case.
But this will at least give you the
Yeah, and
stylistic standpoint, the
Yeah,
feel of that.
love this bracelet.
Did I hear Marine Master get mentioned too?
Yes.
Great.
Okay.
We can look at some Marine Masters.
Have you taken a look at these yet?
Yeah,
you're in here so often. I feel like you've had to have tried these.
Oh,
out.
I've definitely looked at them, and I actually saw Andy's
Okay. Actually, don't know which one he has.
when I was out in New York.
So bring some options.
He has this one.
Okay.
That's the one?
Does he really?
Yep.
Oh, does he? Okay. I didn't even know he had that.
Yep.
And he's a guy on our team. So Bob is now just on a first name basis with people that work for us. So.
And I mean, I'm a huge Seiko fan. I think I have 8 right now. And I mean, this is a classic, legendary reference.
Yep, we're on 3,000 for that. Smaller case profile, horizontal linear pattern for the dial format.
This is the watch I bought my son Sam.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the exact one. I mean,
it's a great one.
And again, the reason I got it for him is it's just such a classic dive watch. I mean, it's got that classic vintage feel to it that I absolutely
Seeing
love.
these two, so this is the first time I've done a comparison, just putting them next to each other. Like this absolutely hangs, like looking at the side. I mean, it's like really well.
Yeah, in fact, I would argue that side by side, you could see where this can be positioned at $1,000.
Absolutely
There's a few $100s worth of finishing. I think that's worth that.
Also, just like the inset of like the markers on the outside, on that outside ring. I mean, like how they're set into place. I think that's a nice little feature there.
For me, the two things that jump out, and again, I love this. I bought this watch for my son, but this looks like you can go down countless other brands and they all have a version of this. Some better, some worse. This feels like this, but just elevated and just a little bit different. And the real kicker for me, and it's one of the reasons I held out for this 50 Fathoms, I'm a no date guy. Date doesn't ruin it for me. I've got plenty of watches with dates, but if I can find something that's no date, I just love that clean dial.
So this Marine Master with the 430 circular date, that throwing you off?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not the end of the world, but if I have my choice between date and no date, I'm a no date guy.
Yeah.
So one of the things I would say about the Timex, I think, realistically, they've really built even a better than $1,000 watch when you compare it to some of the other options we're looking at. That said, I think they've priced it well, given its name brand, and there's some things that you do have to take into consideration. One thing we haven't talked about is the movement in the Timex, which is something that we, as a collective community, we probably would like to know a little bit more about.
Absolutely. Catena is the name of the brand, and not a lot of information about it. I believe it has a 36-hour power reserve. It's going to run usually in that 15 seconds or so off a day, but there's a lot of questions.
I didn't know anything about the movement until I watched your video and you'd voiced some concerns about it's just an unknown.
Yeah.
Could be a great movement.
That's right.
But don't know. So I think that's fair.
And they'd have to really make sure they get this right because this is it's almost a new brand that they're introducing.
Exactly.
It's not just a new product, it's a new brand that they're introducing here. Because they've done the Gali pieces before, but this is like Timex Atelier. Like this is something new. This is a leap. New sizing technique for this one as well.
I know.
Which is,
I'm excited to play around with it.
And here I could just like kind of show you. I don't know if you've actually seen what this looks like. So on the inside they'll have the small little like P's, or like the little signature there, whatever that is. And then you just pull it out.
Oh, wow.
You just twist it.
Unbelievable.
Isn't that pretty slick?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
just took out a link.
Literally,
I just took out a link in 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I mean, that's pretty awesome, right?
Yes.
Really awesome.
It's really cool. Well, that's what, I mean, that was one of the things that really got my interest because I'm a bracelet guy.
Yeah.
And there's nothing worse than a crappy bracelet. Yeah. But when you get something innovative and really well done, it really makes a difference.
What do you think, Bob?
That's the one.
It's the Timex.
All right.
For sure.
We'll get that handled for you.
Awesome.
It'll be interesting to see historically as this goes on, if they're able to really do this well, having the first reference will always be kind of cool too.
Andrew, thank you for stopping in. Really appreciate it, sir.
Thanks for having me.
So today we're looking at a new watch for you. Maybe get us familiar with what you have, because you're now building a collection here, but then also in addition to that, maybe tell us what you're looking for today.
Yeah, so started collecting watches at a young age.
Okay.
So growing up, I always had an affinity for it. And then as I got older and, was able to kind of know a bit more about watches, that's when I started, making some purchases and
cool.
things like that. So
On your wrist, you got something pretty sweet.
yeah. So this is a Nomos Club campus. Actually was inspired by your trip to Nomos. This past spring, I was promoted at work and I wanted a way to kind of earmark that event, and I hadn't bought a watch in about 10 years, I'd say.
Oh, wow, okay.
So watch your trip out to Nomos, really love the craftsmanship and the fact that only so many hands touched this watch before it, made it onto my wrist. So now every time I look at it, I think about the promotion, I think about my family, I think about that episode that you took there.
Yeah, great choice, sir. So what's on the agenda for today? What do you want to look at? What are you trying to figure out?
Yeah, so I've always wanted, since I got this one, my next watch, I wanted something with a gold tone. And it's something that I've been kind of window shopping a little bit here and there. Went to your Seiko event this past summer, which was great, and really got to know a lot about Seiko. So I've been kind of mostly looking at Seiko, specifically the Alpinist in gold tone is what I kind of have my eye on, but I'm excited to see what else you have to show me. And maybe you could sway me differently.
Yeah, sure. Are we trying to stay like probably under $1,000 target for today?
That's right, yeah. So that would be my preferred budget.
Yep, so John, you were working with Andrew beforehand, so I think you pulled some stuff out, so I don't know if you want to do the honors first. And,
Excellent. So here we started off with the gold tone, so the SPB 210, and then we have the companion here, 121, so you can kind of assess side by side. There are some differences between the two, but there's also a lot of similarities.
Yep.
Of course, the gold tone is probably where you'd want to start.
Yeah, this is exactly what I've been eyeing over the last couple months.
Nice.
So this is kind of where my heart's at right now.
Sure.
I'm a sucker for like the warmth of the gold with that green face. And this is my first time seeing it in person, and I like it probably even more than I thought.
Great. Yeah.
And I know you've explained this before, but it has a compass in the
Compass bezel, correct.
Yeah,
so there's two crowns. Crown here at 4 o'clock will be able to rotate the compass bezel. So you could actually just, on your hand right now, you can actually rotate it. It's not even screwed down. So.
So that crown, you can go ahead and manipulate it there.
Yep, you can kind of see.
To me, that is just so neat and like so unique.
Will you use it?
Probably not.
Probably not.
But I love
Like
that
most
it's a
people?
conversation piece that I can show people,
Just to throw out some variation, now this is the traditional 121 version. And you can also notice the green is different. Like the dial has a different effect. So this is gonna have a lighter green color. That's gonna have more of a, I'd say, vibrant, darker green.
Yeah.
It pulls in that yellow tone. It kind of leans towards the yellow.
It's actually something I've never expressed out loud in like a review or anything, but it's actually a good point that they did that. It actually allows the gold tone to feel pop a bit more. So you're so set on the gold tone.
I'm so set on the gold
All right,
tone.
wonderful.
I will say I love the combination though of the kind of strap here with that. And
This strap, feeling it right now, is pretty awful. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not very good. Most people at 20 millimeters, they switch out the strap all the time.
Yeah.
You do get a deployant clasp too, which is kind of a nice little feature for Seiko, especially. They usually don't do that. You're gonna have the tail end, as you probably tried it on, will be on the 6 o'clock side. Some people don't like that. I mean, it's just, what they want to do when you have a deployant, they want the clasp to sit directly on the reverse side of your wrist, right in the middle.
Okay.
So sometimes they'll change the orientation to allow that to take place. So there you go. You have two different examples there. I'm not gonna even show you some of the cocktail times, but I mean, what about two-tone? What do you, like something like that? Or are you more set on like this everyday style watch? Like this is the GMT. I don't know if that's interesting to you or not.
Yeah, so GMT is something that I'm super interested in.
Okay, have you tried any of these on? Like the first time you've tried some of these on?
No, this would be the first time that I've tried any of these on. Really just window shopping on your site.
Sweet, man. All right, so this is the SSK GMT. This really revolutionized the GMT market for an automatic. Now you're getting a 42.5 millimeter case, so you are getting a little bit larger, but strangely enough, the lug to lug is about the same length as your Nomos
I can
Club.
see that.
Which is weird. Now it's gonna be thicker, you're getting 100 meters of water resistance with that watch, 200 meters over here, but absolutely can do pretty much anything that you would want to with that, and you really can track 3 time zones with that watch. So you have the Rehot chapter ring on the inside, which is a 24-hour scale, which is fixed, and then you have the external rotating bezel, which is an additional 24-hour. That's more like this root beer configuration. So if I was gonna suggest one of the SSKs based off of what you suggested when you came in, that one makes a lot of sense because you're getting a little bit of that. But it's not over the top. It's just really the circumference of the outer bezel that shows off that gold tone.
Yeah, I like how understated it is. And I do like the offset adjustment here just because sometimes watches will dig into my,
the
my
crown
hand a little
position for
bit,
sure.
but I love that. I love that about it. And yeah, this is definitely, I think, one that I would consider.
That's great. Now, since you're on the lookout for something in gold, we do have some other gold tone options we want to show you as well.
Yeah,
All right, cool. So
love
I'll
that.
start grabbing
Are you
those.
set on like more of like a certain theme or genre of watch, or are you more of just, I want a gold tone watch? Like where are you at?
Yeah, so I would say that I'm kind of open to different styles of watch, but
So it's really this case color that you want.
I think it is the case color, which I know it seems not a lot of gold tone gets talked about very often.
It's true.
But I enjoy just the warmth that the gold brings.
Yeah, sure.
Excellent.
Tissot, I mean, Tissot, for some reason, like when I find some of the gold tone stuff, especially with the bracelet, like it looks a little off at times. Like it could be done poorly and then it gets gaudy, ostentatious. And like, this is just my personal preference. Like it could look off. I think the watch that you've selected, like this looks clean to me. Like PRX though too, I think they pull it off. Like this doesn't feel so forced. I don't know if you've ever tried a PRX on or not.
One time, and
One
I
time?
would say this is probably next to the Alpinist. This is my second favorite that I've been eyeing. Just classic look. I love this style, but I would be interested maybe in the smaller case size.
Do we have a 35 or at least a try on?
We have a 35 and we also have a 38.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, let's do it.
we'll take a look
Now,
at
it's not
those.
gold tone though. Do we have the titanium with the gold tone accents? I mean, that
We
could at least,
do.
just to show.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried on a titanium watch before?
No.
So yeah, let's just do it. So this is 35. Now you tell me if this feels, it will be heavier when you get the automatic, but size-wise, what feels nicer for you? Do you like that or the 40?
Yeah, so, putting on the larger size, I did feel like it was wearing a bit big on my wrist.
Okay, yeah.
And I feel like this is more in line with what I've been wearing lately, going with more of the smaller case size. And yeah, it's just light on the wrist. It's easy to wear.
35 is probably where you're leaning.
If I had to,
Yeah.
if I had to pick between the two, and I think just, in my specific case with smaller wrists, I think this looks great, it's understated.
35 also comes in that same configuration, gold on gold. So
Exactly.
You could get that look at that case size that you're seeing.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, that's fantastic.
Yep.
So, Tissot just introduced 38 millimeter case. This is the titanium format. Watch is outstanding. So here it is on the titanium bracelet. You do have the two-tone dial here. You get the Powermatic 80 movement. This is that great in-between size because a lot of people do feel like the 40 wears maybe a little bit bigger than the 40 and the 35 might just be a little too small. So I think this is an awesome introductory size.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Okay.
This is like right in the sweet spot.
Yep.
It's not
It's just
too
not
small.
gold tone. We don't have any gold tone, but also, what do you think about titanium though? Like,
Light.
Yeah.
It's the lightest thing I've ever felt for this size, right? Being, with a bracelet and everything. Feels great.
I mean, I don't want to deter you from the gold tone, but I mean, you do have gold tone in the markers and all that, but titanium is pretty sweet at this price range, and the finishing on it is, I think,
Excellent.
really
Yeah,
stunning.
that's the other thing I think you point out is how well this watch is finished, particularly in titanium.
But is it enough for you today to consider that, or are you so set on the gold tone?
I still am pretty dead set
Okay,
on the
all right, then we
gold
can't do it.
tone.
That's good.
We can't do it.
Yeah, but this is good to know
Yes.
for future
Yeah,
reference.
yeah. I feel like you're probably between these two. I don't know if there's really any, like, under $1,000, I mean, because you're dealing with like gold plate and kind of plating for PVD, it's usually seldom seen, but these are two good options here that I'm looking at.
Yeah, I think for me it comes down to three, really.
Okay.
It's the PRX, it's this GMT, and it's the Alpinist.
When you came in, you seemed pretty clear that this was the one you wanted to check out first, right? So it's almost just like cross-checking off, do I like it as much in person as online? And what's the answer?
Absolutely, yeah. I think it actually looks better than I imagined in person.
So what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think it's got to be the Alpinist.
All right,
awesome.
It's been on my mind for the last couple months, so yeah, that's the
Congrats,
one.
man.
That's
Yeah,
great.
Thank you.
Of course.
Appreciate it. Thanks for your
Our
help.
pleasure.
Got it. My pleasure.
Yeah.
So Eric,
Yeah.
what are we thinking for watches today? I mean, you had a lot of watches to look at.
I'm a first timer.
Okay.
Nothing on the wrist.
Whoa. So wait, this is your first,
is the first one.
watch purchase.
This is it.
Okay. Now, John, you were working with Eric before on like trying to figure out and pinpoint. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we did narrow it
It's a
down, I
wide
suppose,
array.
but I mean, we
Yes.
have like almost 20 watches here, 15,
Yes.
20 watches.
So we have an assortment of watches here, heavily in Longines. There's a lot of dial combinations. There's a lot of sizes on the table here, mostly in the Spirit Zulu collection. It looks like we've got on the table.
Yeah.
But we've got some really good options. Now, Eric, do you do any traveling?
I do, and that's
Okay.
actually one of the things I think.
Excellent.
I've kind of been gravitating towards actually probably a little less complicated watches.
Okay.
But I do think like the GMT complication to me is one that for me traveling a lot is very appealing.
Okay, so let's maybe start with the Zulu Time. Have you tried any watches really on? Like,
No,
it's-
this is it.
all right, this
So-
is amazing, man.
This is real time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So with the Zulu Time,
I'll be honest with you, I love the Zulu Time.
so just to give you a sense of scale,
Yeah.
42,
Okay.
39 millimeters.
Okay.
Since you've not tried anything on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you just do the honors
Okay.
and get a sense of feel on the wrist.
Yeah.
I would assume that you might like the 42 more, but that's,
My wrist size is relatively large.
You could do either.
comparatively.
yes, you could do either.
Yeah, like doesn't look bad.
It does not. So for this is a 42 millimeter
42?
case. Yep.
Okay.
When they relaunched this collection, this really transformed the GMT market
Mm-hmm.
because at that point, really the only other competition in the range was the Tudor Blancpain GMT.
Yeah.
And that was a watch that was retailing around $1,000 more than
Right.
this watch. This is still in the mid threes now.
The Tudor's a beautiful watch. I think I generally have found that I am gravitating more towards pilot style watches than diver style watches. And so I think this kind of, to me, is hitting a lot of check marks.
And you're a guy coming in here with a sports coat today.
Yeah.
And I think you're also someone that clearly cares about your style and there's a little bit of elegance to how you're going to present yourself. If that's the case, I think Longines would make a little bit more sense. This is a brand with a lot of heritage on that regard.
No, I love the antiquing kind of on the dial. It's a great
The
looking
gilt
watch.
markings, yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. And then just to give you just some idea of colors,
Yeah.
this is the green. This will be the black,
All black, yep.
all black there. And then you'll have like that blue bezel with the black dial.
So we are looking at
blue
the
one.
two versions here,
Okay.
39 and 42. So from there, so we have the other sizes. We also have the titanium one.
Okay.
Now, obviously this is the 39 millimeter case, but since you are, again,
I think you could do
looking at this,
both potentially. Now,
39 is going to obviously wear a little bit smaller,
Yeah.
but it's going to be a
Light.
lot lighter.
It's definitely light. I mean, there is definitely an appeal to that. I think I prefer the 42 millimeter
Yeah, yeah,
than,
okay.
than
Yep.
the 39.
Sounds good.
yep, all right, so we'll roll out that. Do we have any legend divers of that size?
So here's the thing. We have the Legend Divers. We just don't have the 42s. So we do have the black dial.
Okay.
Now, this watch is 42 millimeter case. Format's a little bit different. Lugs run a little bit longer.
Okay.
So in other words, it's not a one-to-one. It's not
Got
this scale to 42. It's 42 plus these longer lugs that kind of run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think you could pull it off.
Yep.
That said, this is usually what people default for, this case size
Okay.
for most. It gives you a sense also of like a compressor style case.
I like the compressor style case, honestly.
So you can just give that a shot if you'd
Yeah.
like, just to give you a feel.
That's nice.
I think you could totally wear the 30.
Yeah, this-
for
this is
some
a 39.
reason, I think what it is, and this is where you can get a sense like where you try things on.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at this on paper, same case size, but
Right.
I talked about this with somebody else earlier today. It's just this dial to bezel ratio because the outside bezel is internal.
It's a totally different feel. It really
does.
is. That's very nice. I like that a lot. That's great.
I like, the black is obviously that classic dial
Yeah.
format, right, for a dive watch.
Yeah.
I'd say the black feels formal, that
Yeah.
or the blue. Blue has a bit of a playful tone to it. It's not like this really, really dark blue.
Yeah.
It's like maybe like a cobalt blue, dark.
Yeah,
mid-
but not quite
blue.
like as light as the Tudor.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's very interesting. I like that a lot. Good. I don't know that I like it as much as the Zulu Time, but
Okay.
also
Okay.
very interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, gut check.
Yep.
One other thing I'll throw out at you. So this
Yeah.
is the new Spirit. This is
Okay.
39 millimeters, but of that same genre as the Zulu Time in terms of its
Yeah.
layout and how it's being presented with the dial marker.
Yeah.
This is 39 millimeter case size, but don't have that external bezel. Cost certified movement as well. A little bit more attainable. You're probably saving around a few $100, $500 in terms of price. It's right around $3,000. Zulu Time's gonna be around $3,500.
This is the first one we've looked at with a leather strap.
Yeah.
So you want to try this one on?
Yeah.
Yeah, to give you a kind of a sense here.
For sure.
Now, this is also
Here,
nice.
what if we
Yeah, we'll
start
do
to
elimination.
Start paring
Because
down.
well, now it's just
Now it's just
completely
Yeah.
chaotic here. So let's do
those-
this. So I'm gonna keep that there. And then what Zulu did you like? You like
I think the 42 blue with the
blue and black.
blue and black.
Yep.
That's a great combination.
This is new for this year too.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so this is
Give that a shot.
attached. How do you like the look?
I don't mind it. I feel like it's a little small.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Pass.
fair enough.
I think we want to look at probably 40 and above.
Okay.
I'm just exploring. I'm excited
Yeah.
because this is your first
Yeah.
watch. I have to think about all the possibilities.
Yeah, no, I was a friend of mine. I had an opportunity to meet you at some point, I think at a Breitling event, and he had a picture, and you were
Awesome.
both wearing the Breitling pistachio.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, if you want to borrow this, you can." I'm like, "No, I'm going in there with nothing."
Yeah, I like it.
That's great.
You're the only person here that's coming in with that mentality.
Yeah.
Like also, first time purchase, this is a lot of fun. I just brought this over just to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's your style or not, but this is Nomos. I mean,
Okay.
it's just a unique brand. I think it's
Yeah.
a good mix of sport and casual. You're also getting on the inside like a movement that's going to create a really slim profile. So
Yeah.
you're under 10 millimeters thick. on
That has an appeal for sure.
Still getting water resistance rating that you can swim with. Their in-house calibers as well, so it's going to have their DUW swing system movement on the inside. So there's a lot to like, and I think you're right at the higher end of your budget. But just to throw something in
sure.
there, yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
And I saw the brown, and I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe we could do
Ties,
that.
the colors work well together, and this is the 39 millimeter case. So they
Okay.
do in these Neomatic versions. There's two different case sizes. You can do
Yeah.
a 37. You can do a
Yeah.
39.
Look at how different
Look,
that 39 is, right?
It's a big difference.
Yeah. One of the very few Nomos watches also come with a bracelet
Okay.
as well. Have you shown them the Big Crown pointer
We
date
have
yet?
not looked at the Big Crown
That's
pointer
the
date.
other complication. That pointer date to me, I don't know. There's something really cool about it.
Yeah.
I dig these a lot. This design's been around since the 1930s that they've been doing the pointer date family. And it has a lot of fusion of old with new.
Yeah.
But you have the coin edge bezel, cathedral handset,
Yeah.
red triangle indicator for the outside periphery of the date. Sharp looking watch, 40 millimeters. You have some different dial colors to choose from. This is a pretty safe, like blue
Yeah.
gray dial.
It's nice.
Yep. Solita movement on the inside. You're in the mid twos for something like this.
Okay.
Around 48 millimeter lug to lug, so it's going to wear similar dimension as some of the other watches that we've shown to this point.
Yeah.
But we've kind of been going back and forth to like these. Do you like these three-hand models? Or are you liking more like the dive style? Like what's speaking to you more?
Right now, I would say I'm probably still leaning towards the Zulu time.
I feel like people are going to probably come after me how much we've been talking about the Alpinist, but just to show.
You know what though? There's something about that watch that I think is just so good looking.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, here I got the GMT one.
Okay.
Because you like the Zulu.
Yeah.
I feel like this is more appropriate for you to maybe take a look at.
To me, I think the gold one with the gold cathedral hands that does it.
Now we also brought over,
Yeah.
because these were again sort of your entry
Yeah.
price point along Seiko. We have the PRX.
This is good to maybe show all of these in sequence too.
Yes.
Like together.
Yeah.
We need another tray. We started with one tray. Now we got another.
Now we're into 3.
I got it. You
Okay,
keep,
you got
you
it.
keep
All right.
working.
Cool. So that's the classic. I mean,
Yeah.
this is one of our best-selling models.
Yeah.
The gold one has become very popular since we started getting them in.
Yeah.
A lot of great crossover there.
Now it's certainly not as versatile as some of these other things, but I don't know. There's something about it that's really
It's still surprisingly versatile.
pretty appealing.
It's a different feel. Like this is a little bit more of like an explorer-esque style.
Yeah.
It's not. It does
Not
have
quite as
feel.
military, more like
Yes. I wouldn't put it like to the T like you would consider like because it doesn't have like the 24-hour scale like for military timekeeping.
Yeah.
Cathedral handset's a little bit more quirky. You got a
Yeah.
compass bezel. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on here. But 200 meters of water resistance.
yeah.
It's pretty remarkable what you get. I understand why these people. I'm talking about this watch again, guys. I understand. Like
I get it.
We're here. We're back again.
There is something very lovable about the quirkiness of this watch.
Ask about Hamilton.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give you Hamilton.
So here is now, this is the 38 millimeter
Okay.
version of the Keckfield Automatic. This is their bread and butter black dial, brown
Yeah.
leather strap combination. And they also do it in the 42 millimeter case.
Yep.
It wears
Yeah.
bigger than, it's not always proportional. They kind of
Yeah.
run a little bit longer lugs on the 42s, but can't go wrong either
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
You've seen a lot of watches so far.
Yeah.
I mean, like what's
speaking to me?
what's continuing to stay in the back of your mind right now as you've looked at all of these different watches?
I would say the first Zulu time,
Okay.
probably the black dial compressor case.
Legend Diver,
Legend
yeah.
Diver.
Okay.
And probably the Alpinist.
I'm gonna hand you these watches. I want you to tell me like what you're feeling as I hand them to you and
Yeah.
try them on again. Let's
Yeah.
experience them again
Yeah.
together. Because that's really what it comes down to at this point. Like I think you've clearly spent the 6 months, you've researched these watches, you have a good sense of like what you're getting into.
Yeah.
It just comes down to what you're feeling in this moment with that watch.
Yeah.
This watch, the Zulu Time in general, of all the watches we've looked at, by and large, is probably the most complete watch in this segment. Given the price, there's
Yeah.
just, you get a lot, and this is a tremendous value, even at this price point, compared to a lot of other brands. The finishing, dial, everything looks incredible in this.
Yeah.
Let's look at the two Longines like next to each other.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love the bracelet on this.
yeah, the beads of rice is very nice. Between these two, the Zulu Time looks more at home.
Yeah.
Like, especially with your outfit today, like it's actually
Right.
insane. It's like, yeah, 'cause you got the blue, you got the brown,
Yeah, you're
you got
really
the
tying
warm
it all
tones.
together.
Like, it definitely matches.
I think that just from a style perspective, I have more interest in pilot style watches than dive style watches, honestly.
Okay.
To a large degree.
Okay.
What would be, I mean, if I wanted to go like the next step higher, what would that look like?
You're probably looking at either Tudor, Breitling, or Omega. I mean, how open are you right now? I mean, you want to explore a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
So if you like the clean, refined look, there are several different dial options for this 41 millimeter case. Whereas we're looking at true GMTs in this format. So where the local hour hand changes, this is actually more of a traveler GMT or like a desk GMT. So this is going to be the red hand, the GMT hand actually moves forward and backwards.
Got it.
This Breitling Chronomat GMT really is a popular choice, and it has a totally unique style and bracelet.
So that's around that 6-7 range.
Yeah.
And then I'm bringing out two Omegas just to kind of show where you
Sure.
could go. This is
It's the Aquaterra.
that's the Alcantara. So that's going to get you close to that $7,000 range. So that'll be a little bit more of a jump. This is at the 41 millimeters. So you get the 8900 movement. So you have isolated hour function. So pretty nice when you're traveling. Master chronometer certified. You do have a 38, but I just figured way too small for you. Didn't even grab it. And then while I'm working on this, that's the Diver 300, which is a favorite. For sure. I mean, that's the best-selling collection for Omega. And this would be a jump. This would be $6,000 now. But
Yeah.
So since you've seen what's above,
Yeah.
now what are your thoughts?
It's interesting. I thought out of the Omegas, I would like the Aquaterra the most. I actually think I like the Diver 300 more.
That looked better on you too. Do you like that color?
I don't know if I would go blue. I might go black.
Okay.
Get the black.
So before we proceed, I mean, are we? This is around 6,000. Are we proceeding to a territory where you would, consider like this, or am I just teasing you at this point?
It's not, I would say that it's not impossible, although I still kind of feel like I still have the same bias that I kind of like the pilot style a little bit better.
Yep.
So this is the black
Okay.
dial.
You like that one more or less?
I think slightly more.
Okay. I got one more to throw at you.
Okay.
One more to throw at you.
All right, so this is the new
Okay.
iteration.
Aluminum bezel, aluminum
Aluminum
dial.
bezel,
Okay.
aluminum dial, no date, and then we do the Milanese bracelet that is adjustable just like a leather strap. So we
Okay.
don't have to take out links or anything like that.
How's that feel?
It's nice.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. It's nice.
Did we just create a conundrum?
Well, maybe. Honestly, I think I still like the style of this one better.
All right, it's Zulu time.
I think this is the one.
Awesome.
All right.
That's great.
So are we gonna actually leave with it on the wrist, you think?
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Let's get it done.
Great.
Well, very flattered to be
Absolutely.
able to help you with this, man.
It was my pleasure. Absolutely pleasure. John,
Thank
great
you.
to meet you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
you
it.
as well.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Get you all
We'll
sized
get you all
up.
sized up and get you ready to go. So here we're joined by John. John, good to see you again, sir.
Good to see you.
And also Will's gonna be jumping in here. John, we've been working with each other for a while. You've been working with Will, and we met each other at your Grand Seiko event.
Yeah.
Where you've picked out some different watches, and you got something cool on the wrist now. Then you have your Vanek on, so it kind of shows some breadth of what you're into. What specifically are we here today to accomplish, though?
Well, I'm trying to figure out which of my sub collections to feed. So I've got a collection of purple watches that I'm really fond of all types, and then I also collect Worldtimers of different types. So I've got those two elements, and then I'm also prone to just sort of see a watch I like and not be able to let go of it. So,
all right. Will, you were working with John before this. Like, as
Yep.
you guys were talking back and forth, like, what were some of the stops that you felt were like necessary?
Yeah, so I think we're kind of all over the place in a good way. But Grand Seiko, Glashutte, Omega, and then there was a few Blancpains and a Zenith that we were.
Okay, yeah, we are all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Should we do Grand Seiko first?
Yeah, perfect.
Will, you got the keys. You know how to
Yep.
get in there, right?
Yep.
All right, let's see.
So I think everything is going to
Is it
be
over there?
in this case. Yeah.
Let me get a tray out.
Cool.
So John was obviously at our Grand Seiko event this year, so he got to hear all about UFA because it was the year of UFA.
Yeah.
So I probably don't have to give you the whole spiel about how spring drive works or why this is such a breakthrough. This is limited, obviously, to around 1,300 pieces, and then in addition to that, this is coming in steel compared to the earlier version this year.
all their dials are beautiful, obviously, but this one, the dark purple and the fact that it changes to a darker hue at the edges is great.
And maybe just really quickly, maybe reference the watch that you have on your wrist, because you talk about this affinity to purple.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, tell us more about what you
Yeah,
have.
so this is the purple King Seiko Vanek that came out in a very sort of rich royal purple tone, and I also like the case design. So yeah, but I have everything from lavenders to dark purples.
Where does that come from? Like, why do you like that color?
My firm's colors are purple, but I've always liked purple. I started out early in life loving green, so I have that Atelier up there as well. But I also think purple's just starting to get sort of expressed in different ways, and the watch world is coming up as a color. So it's kind of cool.
This is your first time actually seeing this one in person?
No, I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it before, and the big thing for me is figuring out whether my pretty large wrist can take the 37s. I have some smaller watches, and of course, they're getting smaller as we go in terms of fashion. Mm-hmm. But sometimes darker watches look smaller than they are on the wrist, I find. So
I would think the steel is probably going to also help you out in that regard too, just from a weight standpoint.
yeah.
It does look a little small, but I think you can pull it off.
Yeah, I think it seems like they'll eventually have larger UFAs, but it's very elegant that it's having a slightly smaller watch when it's as elegant as this is really nice.
I think the lugs help out with the sizing as well. Like, the Shunbun's case is a little bit more compact in comparison to that, so.
And then you've tried this on too.
Yeah,
I mean, 62 GS case, give you a 40 back to titanium versus 37, 9R65.
Yeah, it's so pretty. The first time I bought a Grand Seiko, I was tempted to get this, and then I moved on to other ones, but I've always thought I might come back to it.
So why have you never thought to, because you've obviously looked at Grand Seiko before. This is one of the early stops people typically look at.
Yeah.
Like what has held you back?
I don't like the complication on the dial. I don't like the power reserve on the dial. I like it on the back. I just feel like it kind of disturbs the visual integrity.
What do you think now, just like looking at these two? And I know we have other stops, but just in terms of what's speaking to you now.
I think it's mostly just the dial size that is still making me wonder.
Okay.
Whether in fact they come up with something very similar in a 39 or something like that. Mm-hmm. But
the UFA platform definitely will be built upon. It's just a question of just when, how, what is it going to look like?
Yeah.
Who knows if there will be another purple one?
Yeah,
that's a bigger question.
Yeah, that's right. Especially what they decide, because if you do 1300 on this one, they probably aren't going to go back to the exact same tone on a larger watch, and so I think this is a very unusual shade of purple. It's a little bit like the Carrera that Tagore has, but this is much more nicely executed, I think.
Okay. What else did we talk about?
I think we should stop over to Geo.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to Geo. Yeah. Good idea.
What did you guys talk about with Geo? Like, what were you trying to explore? And first off, do you own a Geo?
I do not. So yeah, Will was telling me about the Pano Inverse, which is a really interesting watch.
We were talking about their Perpetual as well.
And then I stumbled on the 60s.
Yeah, so you get some different elements of the brand here. You have like 3 collections. So this will be kind of their heritage vintage line. This is going to get you under $10,000. This is the price of entry for the brand. 39 millimeter case, retro, Arabics, the 36912, in-house movement.
Yeah, and their rotors are so beautiful. Yeah.
Yep, they have the Geo logo on there. That's going to be the case for all of these. A lot of these are going to have the 21 karat weight. This is the Senator Perpetual. and then you also have the
Yeah,
Pano. So
I've really been curious about this.
do you have a perpetual?
I don't have a perpetual.
Okay. All right.
I've almost bought IWC perpetuals several times because the perpetuals, I think of all complications, range most widely in price.
They do.
Between low to high, and so there's some of them. This is a particularly beautiful perpetual. The array of the day, date, month is really, really nice. Yeah. Highly legible and
100-hour power reserve.
And this dial texture too, like kind of have that gray anthracite type of look, fine grain. They've
Like
done
a
this.
silver garnish.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
That's
have.
what they call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have 2 silvers and nothing of this color, so that's really nice. All right, and then this is.
These 42 as well for this, and then here's your automatic. What were you guys talking about because you love talking about this watch?
Yeah, so I was just telling him the story behind this design, that it was commissioned by one of their collectors in Germany, where I think it's 70% of the movement is on the front side of the watch, and they like the design so much that they put it into their production.
Yeah, it's really.
Here,
I like the. I love the texture on the dial.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3/4 plate, and you can house on that the panorama date while also getting the running seconds, 12-hour display, full butterfly bridge, double swan neck.
Yeah, the double swan neck is really something.
So what are you thinking?
I'm intrigued. The one that surprises me the most is this.
Really?
Is the
60s.
60s. Yeah.
Okay.
It has a certain charm to it, I'd say.
Yeah.
Omega?
Let's feed my Worldtimer.
All right.
itch.
Absolutely.
I've looked at all the different dials. I think the blue one, because it's multicolored, is nicer than they have a nice green one, and they have the black
Quite
one.
a few.
and
The summer blue.
I travel globally less than I used to, but it's a very, very, very useful complication.
Absolutely.
And this one, because of the way they have the dial, it's easier to see the different world time zones than others. But what the real winner is that laser. It's
Razor bladed, grade 5 titanium plate in the middle. This is using 8900 series movement, so you're getting the local hour isolated function when you pull out to the second position. So there's no quick set date, but you do have the tie-in to the hour hand, so that's how you would adjust that time. But it makes it even more compelling for when you're traveling.
Yeah, really easy to set. And also, it's what is it, 150 meters or something like that? So that's really unusual.
Yeah.
Usually, most of my other ones are 30 meters for the Worldtimers. So.
Put it on the rubber strap and really adds a sporty element to it.
Yeah, and I don't own any Omegas, so this
Wait, really?
This would be so that I know. Well, no, but I have lots of Timexes. I got swatches. I've got all sorts of stuff. I just haven't ever taken the plunge into Omegas.
So far, based off of like what you say you have and you don't have, I feel like this Worldtimer is actually right in the sweet spot for Perpetual too, but this is a pretty cerebral, sensible purchase, I would think, for what you have.
You don't have an Omega, a lot of traveling.
You like Worldtimers?
Yeah.
I have a Worldtimer collection.
I think this is probably one of the best Worldtimers on the market.
Yeah.
It'll wear a little different, but just to give you a sense of size.
Yeah, that's a really nice blue.
Are you looking at the size, or are you looking at that watch?
No, I'm looking at the texture, the wave texture
really
which
nice.
they have on them.
Have you looked at like Omega at all? Like, I mean, is this like kind of a brand you haven't looked at that much?
I haven't looked. I mean, I've looked at them obviously in stores, including yours, but I haven't really been educated by folks like you.
Okay, just because you like the blue. Now this is the anniversary Bond edition. It has a wave pattern dial, but this is going to have a tighter weave, aluminum dial, aluminum bezel, and then this also.
It's going to be larger
It's
too.
a very dark blue, isn't it?
The lollipop second sandwich, I think, is.
Oh, yeah.
And then the case back is actually this cool, like interactive animated case back.
Oh,
So
that's
you
right,
rotate
with
it, it's got the Bond. What I also like with this one is they look to almost create like a buffing technique or it has like this flat profile at the top, which I like. It's almost like a singular plane the way that they're able to.
Sort of looks like the skin of a snake, actually.
Yeah, it does have a little bit of that.
Yeah, that's really cool. You're expanding my range instead of narrowing.
What Blancpain?
We'll get to the narrowing.
Is it Blancpain the last brand we want to look at?
So there's the two Blancpains and then the Zenith Lapis.
Do you want to just bring those over here? Just get them on the trays.
cool.
Let's just do that.
So the Bathyscaphe collection is priced a little bit south of the 50 fathoms. This one's actually, the complete calendar is more expensive than their 50 fathoms.
But I mean, for what you're...
you're getting a lot.
Yeah.
When this came out, it was more of a consumer grade type of model. So it usually was positioned for like more recreational divers and maybe not as professional, but Nowadays, it is basically seen in the same light in terms of its capability. It's more of just now a different style. If you can look at the differentiation. So here you have more of this, we'll call this the automatic kind of collection, which will have the cambered sapphire external bezel. You'll have also the kind of dart markers for the hours, 12, 3, 6, and 9, where these are going to have more of these small little circular markings, kind of like this nipple dial, and then you'll have the syringe handset, more of these like aspects of the design that will come out for stylistic cues. This is also a place where they'll play around with some more exotic metals. So you'll see like a lot of ceramics and things of that sort. They dabble with different metals here too, like titaniums, things of that. But this will be more full gamut. It's more like a playground for them in that regard.
I feel like they do the same with complications in the Bathscath collection as well.
Yeah, and this, it's so elegant in the simplicity of the large numbers on the bezel.
Yep, so that looks like the 42-3, that's a 50-10, right?
Yep.
Got 50-10 so 13.
And this is titanium, this one? Yeah.
Yep, I mean, I'm wearing it on the bracelet if you want to, I'm actually, not to lead you in a direction,
Yeah.
but here you go.
Oh yeah, it's the same watch.
Yep.
13-15 movement, it's gonna have 3 barrels in parallel. If you reverse on this side, you can kind of take a look here. So you can see all the the barrel arbors right there. So that's where your 3 barrels are going to be. Anglage, I mean, this is done in the Valley de Joux in La Brassou. 120-hour power reserve off the 3 barrels, 4 hertz for the frequency, 18 karat gold oscillating weight there. It's
really
beautiful.
something, yeah.
And people always ask, like, why Blancpain? Like, I mean, it's a dive watch. Why is it so expensive? But Blancpain it's a brand of 2 different eras. So when you look at the 50 fathoms nowadays, it's kind of this fusion of both those ideas. You have like artisanal craft with like this utilitarian roots of the 1950 dive watches. So when you look at this, like what I would really specialize or really make sure that it's known is this is more of an artisanal high horology level of finish.
And you can wear it for all occasions as a result, right?
Absolutely, it makes 300 meters of water resistance. What I also like is just when you look at the top, this is basically just a full sapphire top. So because it has a sapphire cap, all of this is inset with lume, and it's some of the best lume. It might be the best lume dive watch in the entire industry.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, so we've pulled a lot of stuff here.
Yeah.
I think it'd be smart for us to start eliminating.
Yep. I think we can do that. I think
You can take all of them if you want. I mean, that is a possibility.
It'd be a good day.
No, I sort of. So we put this one aside.
Okay.
All right. Bond edition. Do you have the stickers already
Yeah,
on the back?
I got
Very
it.
good. Thank you.
And this
Bill
one
goes
goes
back.
Yeah.
For Glashutte, I feel like there was a variety of ways you could go. It seemed like it was between inverse and then the 60s, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So this comes over here.
Perpetual, another day.
Yeah, I think this, at least for now, comes over here.
Okay.
Okay.
So 60 stays.
Yep. I still feel like someday I may come back to
413
this.
goes. Yeah, I
but the
feel like you
413
just
comes
weren't
over here.
feeling it. UFA potentially.
Yep. I keep coming back to how compelling that globe is.
And then over here, this is entirely different concept that we're going for.
Yeah, and different from what I thought when I came in. I mean, I didn't.
What surprised you about both of these? Like, why are these like standing out to you out of all the watches that you?
I think this is just so well executed and sort of value for money. It's a beautiful blue.
It is.
And then this one, I just really like the idea of having a dive watch that you can wear so elegantly.
I mean, this is now down to you, John. I don't know what else to say to you.
You can't help
I really can't help at this point. If you have any
this
questions,
is probably
let us
like,
know. But
2 to 4 watches I'll eventually have. So the question is, what do you do on the day? I think I'll put this one in the.
okay, 60s goes home.
And I think this one I'll have to do what I usually do when I'm uncertain. I think you have to put it aside for a while, and if you keep thinking about it again and again, and you can't get it out of your
Out
head.
of sight. I'm gonna put it out of sight.
Yeah. So now we're down to these 2.
That's tough for you.
Yeah, it's a tough call because
Both of them can make sense.
Yeah.
Both of them can make total sense.
Yeah.
You brought up purple. You brought up Worldtime.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a matter of 2 watches I will eventually own, but probably not on the same day. So yeah, I think I'll feed my purple. Feed my purple habit.
the beast.
It's a really, really beautiful watch. And this I'll come back and see you guys again with it, look at it on the rubber strap sometime.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
not
have
going
that
anywhere.
ready next time.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Thanks for your help.
So joined by John and Bryon. Will, happy to have you guys in. And this is the first duo I've ever worked with while shopping.
This is a dangerous duo here.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's on the agenda for today? Like, what are you guys hoping to accomplish?
I'm looking for something more of a casual style watch, something I
Okay.
can throw on every day, not worry about it, and just kind of a go-to
Okay.
statement piece.
Similar, like I want a watch, everyday watch.
All right.
That my kids can say, that was Dad's watch, and so something I probably would wear for the next 20, 30 years.
What do you guys have, just for people at home that want to understand like where you're at in your collecting journey? Like, and if there's too many to name, that might be a good hint, but like you're all over the map, right?
I'm all over the map. I have a lot with bracelets on it. I have a lot with rubber straps. I tend to go more towards rubber straps.
Okay.
A few dress watches.
A lot of Omega.
A lot of Omega. I started off on the Omega side, and then now I've kind of transitioned over. I've got a couple Breitlings, but Omega was my actual go-to.
Okay.
So.
You trying to stay away from that today?
Well,
Want something different?
I think today I'm going to stay away from it. I think I have a lot of Seamasters and a lot of Speedmasters, so I think it's time to look at some other stuff.
You got a cool vintage Speedy on right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tropical,
we can get
68
some
Tropical.
shots of that. Yeah. Really nice. And then what
Same.
about you?
Yeah, all over the board.
Okay.
Don't know where we're gonna land today, but I think you're the right guy to do it.
All right, well, Will's here too.
Yeah.
Will's supposed to help us. He actually knows more about what you guys want than I am. I'm just showing up. So where should we start, Will? I mean, you're working with both of these guys. Like, you know.
Why don't we start with Omega?
Okay.
Yeah.
Bryon said he didn't want to do Omega.
I know, but maybe I know he was looking at the Railmaster.
I think
okay.
the new Railmaster that came out, I think is a really nice
Yeah.
piece.
All right, so Omega, you don't want to look at it to an extent.
I think we get it out of the way.
Okay, get it out of the way. Get it out of the way. All right.
This was the only one because because it came back out with it.
We do have something in the back too.
Okay.
What do we have?
We got Whitetail Speedmasters in the back.
Oh, you do?
You want to pull
You
one
want
out?
to see one?
Yeah. Let's see one of those.
Pull it out. All right, so just to give you the spiel on this one while we're waiting for Will. This was reintroduced this year. You had the black kind of gradient dial that came out, which is going to have the triple hand stack at the center. This will introduce a small second variation. More of an entry point to the Seamaster family. You're right in the mid-6s for that. So you like this type of look.
Yeah.
So you brought that in.
So I told Will I wanted to see, and I brought that one because I wanted to see the difference side by side, and
What do you think?
They did a good job. They did a
did.
really good job.
Want to try it on, or?
Yeah, I'll try it on.
John, what do you think about the Whitetail Speedmaster?
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we're doing this in tandem here. I like
Yes,
this.
this is good.
Everyone's getting
We
enjoyment.
have similar tastes, if not identical.
Yeah.
And then we also have the first Omega in space as well.
You do, yeah.
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 Have you tried that one yet?
We should see that one.
Yeah, I'll pull that.
I feel like that, given the genre of you pulled out the Railmaster, you pulled out that, I think you got to try that too.
Yeah.
That looks really good.
Yeah. It looks nice. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good looking watch.
This has been on my list for a long time.
It has.
Yeah. Will knows that, and then I end up buying something else.
See,
And he's
so
like-
you've always just gotten
Yeah. He
dessert.
says, "Well, when you're ready, I'll get you one."
Yeah, yeah,
And it's kind of one of those things I passed
It's
on.
been
I passed on.
it's been spotty getting them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as you know, because you're here a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it has been tough.
Yeah.
And that's the FOIS. It's your 39 millimeter case.
Very nice. See?
3861.
You said no Omega, now you're going to Omega. We tough.
Still leaning towards the flyback.
Okay. What are we thinking, guys?
I like that one.
So maybe
we
hang
set
on
that
to that
one
for a
aside,
second.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's keep
gonna
these
keep
out,
Okay.
and then we'll go to
Yeah,
a
just
brand.
take the watch off at this point. All right, so we got Omega checked off.
Yep.
Yeah.
We know what this is all about. Where do we want to go next? Do you want to go
Let's go to Geo.
Okay.
Geo? All right. So this is the 39.5 for that
It
one.
looks bigger.
And then I think I overheard you saying you like the panorama date too, though.
Yeah.
Let's try them both, though.
Yeah.
We have a variety of configurations. You have a two-tone, you've got black, you got blue, you got green.
It's too black and green.
Okay. Green, okay.
Maybe a two-tone too.
Two tones nice.
Surprisingly, I believe that they tell me the two-tone is actually the
Best
best selling
selling.
for
Yeah.
that size, which is, it's not over the top two-tone.
No, it's
No.
not. No.
And I think it would look really, really good with just the full steel
It's a gray
bracelet.
band on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a gray
nice.
synthetic, but it has the double fold-over clasp.
And you guys both have Glashutte, so you know the
Yes.
whole deal with
Yep.
Glashutte.
Yep.
I don't need to go through the spiel on that.
I came in here and walked past them probably
Yeah.
30 times before
Okay.
I bought one. And then when
Yeah?
I realized what they were,
Me too.
Yeah.
then I was hooked.
What was it about the brand that kind of spoke to you once you started to figure it out?
Yeah, I think what wasn't about the brand was I didn't know, I was uneducated, didn't know. And then when I started looking at their quality, everything about the finish on them and everything else and then when I started talking to other people in the watch industry and said, oh yeah, those are like great watches, you need this. So then I just started really falling in love with it.
That was, I think, both of our naivete. We didn't really understand it.
Yeah.
And once you dig into it, you're like, yeah, it's a cool watch. Cool brand. And this is really nice. I like the weight on this.
So with the 43 too, you'll get the excellence test. You'll get, so that's like the 24-day test that they'll do in Glashutte. In addition, you'll get the panorama date where the 39 is not going to have that. They have the longer reserve.
100-hour power reserve.
Yep.
We've been bouncing around the idea of the 70s too. I mean, they both already have them, but.
You guys already have a 70s?
We do.
Yeah.
But, so what our plan was to put the rubber strap.
The black rubber strap that came with the X on the green.
And make that the everyday.
Yeah.
Interesting, okay. You get two 70s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice watch.
I would consider the green
Yeah.
with that rubber strap.
Yeah.
Okay. So you still like this more than
I
the
still,
CQ?
I still like this too.
Okay. Okay.
I like the weight of this one.
Yeah,
This one
for
is.
the bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think black for every day is kind of what I'm
It's
going
safe.
towards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like this varnish green. It's really nice, but it is probably a little too bold for maybe every day.
I feel like you could dress the black up a little bit more.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What else? What else did you guys talk about?
Blancpain.
Blancpain, okay.
Yeah.
What Blancpain specifically?
The 45 millimeter 50 fathoms on the bracelet.
Okay.
I currently do not own one, so that's
Yeah.
kind of,
Right.
that is one that's going to go into my collection at some point.
Let's grab them over.
Same.
I got an extra tray.
I don't know at all.
I'm wearing the 5010. This is the 42.3 case. That's a titanium. Both have the 1315 on the inside. You're getting a long reserve here, 120 hours.
I mean, I go right to this.
You go to that, yeah.
This is what I would buy.
We've been looking at it for the past
I like the weight.
3
I
months,
like
think.
how chunky it is. It would
Yeah.
be great at the track. It'd be great to
Yeah.
do whatever. Everything I do on a daily basis would be cool. I like how it has the crown protection on it.
Yep.
That's a good sign, though, that if you're coming back to it time and time again.
Yep.
If you got, because you guys have been going
Yeah.
back and forth about
Yeah.
this for a while, yeah.
And you've been looking at that
that
one.
one, yeah.
You got what, the bathyscaphe,
The ceramic
Yeah.
flyback.
Yeah.
That's a
Going
cool
back to
watch.
that black band, just throw it on and go.
Yeah.
So just for the difference on the 42, I mean, they're both gonna have the cambered sapphire. You're gonna have the same kind of dial layout. Date position's gonna be the same, just scaled out. But then this also has on the interior of the dial, it's gonna have that outside ring. So you can see that there's almost like that step at the center compared to this is gonna be more of a flat surface. Both will have that sunray, sunburst type of finish as well.
Here's a 42.
42 on a
Steel.
strap. Yep.
It's almost too small for us. Not too.
This is gonna wear like a 40. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like on strap especially. Like the strap's gonna make it wear much smaller.
Yeah.
You
It
quickly
almost
figure that
feels
out.
like the CQ might wear larger than the 45 millimeter 50
I
pounds.
think
As
it does.
crazy as-
I think it
as
does.
That sounds.
Yeah, about the same, if not larger.
We found it. Box her up.
You're done?
Wait, you're
You're
already
done?
set. You're done. You're
That's
ready
it?
to go.
You done?
Really?
Well, we can keep going.
Okay. All right.
For the fun of it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. There we go. That's fine. 50 fathoms. Congratulations.
Well, let's look at IWC.
All right.
So we were talking about the Ingenieur a little bit.
Yep.
Ingenieur. This was released in 2023, referencing the SL Jumbo from 1976, Agenta design. Going to be 40 millimeters. This is the blue dial cross kind of checkered linear pattern. Really nice symmetrical screws on the outside. Getting the 32,000 series movement, 5-day power reserve.
20 hours.
Yep, 120 hours.
I was at Watches and Wonders with Teddy when that was unveiled, and it was the talk of the show when it came out.
Yeah.
It's
A
sweet.
lot of people gave it a hard time because of the movement for the price, but like the finishing of that case is phenomenal.
Yeah, it is.
Also, if you're thinking of this design ilk,
Yeah.
like this type of adjacent genre, you're dealing with Vacheron, you're dealing with if you're thinking about the Genta family, Nautilus and Royal Oak. This is in that range. Like it's a third of the price at retail.
Right,
I
right.
mean, it's not.
It's a
even
true
close.
Genta design.
Yep. I also like how it wears. I think it wears a little truer to size
It does,
compared
I
to
agree.
some of the
I
other
agree with that.
integrated that I've
Yeah, I agree
tried.
with
It feels like a 40, maybe a 40 and a half, 41, but
Yep.
it's some integrated, you try them on and it's like, whoa, like 2-3 millimeters bigger in terms of feel. Like it can wear you. The watch can really wear
That
you.
looks really good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I originally looked at the green one, but I like the blue. We're not
The
going
aqua one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that one too. I think those are my two. But I also like the titanium. The titanium
Yeah.
is as well. But
That's the gray, almost like a gray.
yeah, it's a gray, but it's priced significantly more.
Yeah.
Like you're definitely paying for it.
I think I'm back to one of those three.
You would think Ingenue, White Speedmaster,
White Speedy.
and then Blancpain. Okay. This is a very distinct.
Right?
I like it though.
That's
These
where my
are-
head goes, Teddy. It's all over.
Yeah.
Not one of them are the same.
This is mild madness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just get
okay
rid of
with
this
it.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what Watch
Certainly
Talking is.
these two can kind of be in the same, not kind of the same category.
They're both
but-
iconic.
Yeah, but
You have so many Speedmasters.
I know. But the
How many
white- the
Speedmasters
white-
do you have?
Oh my gosh.
How many?
I probably have 8
No.
more.
I think you're looking at like 15.
Yeah.
Honestly.
15 Speedmasters?
I have to count them.
I'm shocked you don't have a white yet.
I know. He's offered it to me a couple
Yeah.
times.
What about Zenith? We didn't see those yet.
All right, so we have the Meteorite
So that's the
Chronomaster
same what you're
Sport,
looking at, but now you got a meteorite dial.
and it comes with the rubber strap.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a little harder to read.
Yeah.
But
Does it speak to you at all?
It does. Yeah.
what do you like more though? Meteorite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, the more expensive one.
Yeah, of course.
That's how it works. And then that's the lapis style.
So that's
kind
a
of
lapis style.
What size is that? Same?
38.
38, yeah. And they both have the 10th of a second counter.
This is where we get every time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this can go. Correct, the black?
Black.
I think so.
Yeah.
I put the white Speedy while you were away.
I
Also
saw
black.
that.
Yeah, it's gone.
Brian, I can get that watch for you whenever you want it.
Yeah, see? That's what it does.
That's why I've never gotten it.
That's why I haven't gotten it. Brian, it's really hard to get. I can't. I don't know if
Are
I
you
know
a
what-
Well, that's only when I get
chronograph guy? Do you like the stuff, or what do you like? I know we like the same things,
Yeah.
but this is cool.
Yeah.
They're
I think
both.
I'm in
Everything
those-
here is cool.
I think I'm in those 3 again.
Yeah, I feel like this didn't.
Yeah.
This didn't click.
Yeah.
This didn't feel as much you.
No.
Like these 3 feel more
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I think the lapis goes away. This one was definitely like large and
Yeah.
pushing the boundary,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
looked like the black and green.
Yeah.
And I like that setup.
I like the
There it is.
green better than the blue.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. It pops a little more.
Do you have like an integrated like Steel Sports watch? Like, do you have anything like that?
No.
I mean, for the amount of watches that you have,
Yeah.
and to not have this style, which is probably the most popular style of the last 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
And then in addition to that, you're not getting a pretender. You're getting one that has true Genta connection, 1976. I love this watch. Like, if you've not seen this in person
Yeah.
and you cast judgment, I think you're doing it a disservice. Like, it's very good on the wrist.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know what to say, Brian. This is kind of your, this is your call at this stage.
I think I'm back and forth with these two, but they're
Okay.
totally different. They're not even.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that was the 2.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I'm hesitant on this one is because I have several blues, but the design on it's different. So I'll have to do this one.
Really?
Okay. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I'm gonna look at this. Although I'm gonna look at this one again.
So that's $2,000.
I've never seen someone say, "I'm gonna get this," and then quickly go
grab the other one.
Yeah.
I can get
congrats.
this watch whenever you want.
Congrats. Thank you guys.
Awesome.
Thank you
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Of course, guys. Of
Oh my
course.
gosh.
Thank
Great.
you.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
We have one final appointment. We have Matt and Nick joining us. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
For coming in today. So I heard you guys are looking for some Seikos.
Yep.
And you guys are watch fans, right? You guys both watch fans?
Yep.
One of you I heard is like so into it where you're like doing modding and you brought some of your work here, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I have a Seiko mod here. The
Sweet.
dial is from a picnic table. It was a gift to my brother. It's from the picnic table he shared his first kiss with his wife at. So filed that down, took a laser engraved J&J or their initials, put the date of their wedding, and it was a wedding gift to him.
That's great.
awesome.
And then you fully assembled that yourself.
Yeah,
You, like,
yeah,
picked it
yeah.
out.
It's an NH34 movement.
Nice.
So I get the movement from a Seiko or other secondhand manufacturer, and then I put all the parts on.
Pick the case, you pick the crown, you got the handset, you got Mercedes hands, Jubilee style bracelet. I was looking at the clasp too. You got like a little.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So want to head over here, just take a
let's do
look.
it.
I don't know if you guys had anything specific, like the style of Seiko 5 that we are like interested in, but we have the Dive KX, that's going to be the mid-size 38. We have the SSK 025, which is their field GMT that was released in 2024. We have the SSK GMT models. There's the root beer edition. Also have some other SSK GMTs, Seiko Field, other couple of GMTs. This is part of the original trio, and then some other Seiko 5 models in here. Do you guys like more like the dive style?
I initially
field?
was looking at the dive style.
Yeah.
Okay, dive style. All right, sweet. Do you guys like cocktail times or not?
I was looking at getting one, yeah.
You know what?
Just bring
the whole drawer.
Spring it all. Spring it all. Let's take a look. So how'd you guys get into watches?
I got into it from, well, my dad's a big watch guy, so
Okay.
kind of gets you into it, and he got me the Seiko,
Nice.
and that's kind of the gateway into it. Now I'm graduated college and looking to get more into it. This was
Amazing.
the first big purchase.
And then what about like for you? I mean, you jumped into modding. Like,
yeah.
That's like another layer. Like I've never really even got into modding myself. So how did that happen?
Well, mine started through cars, actually. So I have a good passion for cars, and then went to college. Couldn't work on cars anymore, and I saw a lot of people online working on these watches, building them. I kind of scratched an itch for me, and I can do it in my dorm room, you know?
All right, so as we like are pulling some of this stuff out, like what's catching your eye here?
I like,
So
the,
you're
I
looking
like the classic dive one. I do.
Let's try some things on.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing two things at once. So we're going Negroni. Who wanted the cocktail time?
Me.
Cocktail time's
Cocktail.
over here, and there's the.
Yeah, I think the size is good on this one.
Yeah, just to give you a little bit of devil's advocate here, I can also give you that. This is a 42.5 millimeter case, and that will help eliminate.
Yeah.
Does that feel too big, or how does that feel?
It doesn't feel too big at all, no.
What-
I think I
what
could
do you-
pull off either one.
I think you
Yeah.
can too.
Yeah, I do look at that one now, and I kind of like that one.
Yeah.
Okay, GMT.
GMT.
It's the 003, popular because of the Batman configuration. 4R34 movement. It's like we're looking at like a 4R34. Like that's a movement type that completely differentiated and changed the game for GMTs in that segment. I mean, under $500, now you see a variety of micro brands. You probably see in your modding community, you can get these movements in NH34. Finishing wise, like looking at a cocktail time, like, I mean, like I'll show this Negroni edition, like that's unbelievable up close, like right here. I mean, like the dial finish, what's being presented, obviously it's done through stamping. It's not gonna be like a hand-cut dial or anything, but it's still well done. So you're seeing this industrialized process. That said, for what you get for the dollar amount, I think Seiko, if you wanna spend under $500 from a major brand mechanical watch, like it's hard to beat Seiko.
Yeah.
They're all really outstanding watches, especially for the price point.
We've looked at a few different things. What's catching your eye? What's standing out to you?
I mean, I'm trying to get something to be my first watch, something I can wear all the time, so.
We got an Alpinist, you know?
Yeah.
But this is like your first purchase,
Exactly.
right? Okay.
Yeah. Kind of start the collection. I like this GMT.
Do you like that more than the three-hand models? Because this is similar case here.
Yeah.
But you're getting now a GMT function.
I think I do. It's a lot different.
Yeah.
But I think he can pull
Bracelet's
it off just
nice
as
on
well.
this as well.
It is, yeah.
And I feel like it's a little bit more, has a refined, dressier element than the standard just fully brushed 3-link.
So you're leaning this way right now?
I am leaning that way right now.
I fully support that decision.
Out of
It's a
all
great
of them.
piece.
Just to try on a strap. I mean, this is a root beer. It's a little funkier.
Now you're changing my mind a little bit.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Well, I like that one. We can't have the same one.
I feel like the orange, we can rule this one out. This is probably a little too crazy for you.
Yeah, I
guys.
think they're
Yeah,
across the table. Yeah.
Too crazy.
Anything else that we are definitely not?
I'd say I'm not a cocktail guy. But
Well,
But you're
I
still.
think he's gonna walk away with one. But
And then two different case sizes here. So you have the 40.5, 38.5.
What would you say fits my wrist better? Is there
Try it on really
no-
quick.
It's probably go either one.
I think that looks try this on, sorry.
Were you gonna say small?
I was gonna say it looks good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that was gonna be maybe better. Take a look. Yeah, you can't actually pull off both.
Seriously.
You can pull off both. Doesn't matter. No, yeah.
It does not matter.
That, I think I like the 40 a little bit
Okay.
more.
Yeah.
Like personally.
What did you, when you put them on, what did
I have watches in different sizes. I
Yeah.
never really got affected. I have little Inca block ones, like really old, like really small, and then I have 40 millimeters usually where I'm around. So yeah.
It's not necessarily a small 40, but it's not overwhelming.
Right.
either.
Right.
And if you still gravitate towards the blue one, you can put a leather strap on it. So,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. I really like the Cyclops on them. I do.
Yeah, okay, you like it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
And then really quick, just before you completely go to that, we'll look at one other thing. This is the updated Samurai 2024 edition. So this was updated with a new handset, case, has the knurled side for the bezel, kind of a sharp, just dive watch. Now, it just depends on, do you like the GMT complication more?
Yeah. Which one do you find sells more popular
Oh,
here?
SSK GMT, by far.
Top 5.
Yeah. From a volume standpoint, it's actually the best-selling Seiko 5 model, which is surprising because it's the most expensive Seiko 5
That
model.
makes sense.
But still, people love the SSK GMTs. So you're kind of between, it sounds like you're between two.
I am.
The root beer and then the 003.
Well, Matt might be swooping
He might be swooping the root beer. Thinking between these two, if I'm gonna wear something to work and dinner, I think this is a little more subtle. I think it's the way I'm gonna lean.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Root beer.
Root beer.
Sorry, you got
Alright,
boxed out.
makes
You
it
got
easier
boxed
for me
out.
now. I just
All
look
right,
here.
okay,
I'm probably between these two is what I would go for.
Okay.
So you going back to the 38 now?
Yeah, I think the dial on that carries it for me. You know, I mean,
It is a really nice looking dial.
yeah.
I see the pattern a little bit easier on this one.
Yeah,
That said, the red.
It's a great color.
Vibrant.
I think
Kevin
yeah,
O'Leary, you gotta wear
and
the
you
red.
kind of have like you're more subtle with the Datsun.
Yeah.
Whereas this is kind of like your fun.
Pop. Yeah. I don't have a red watch.
I like the red more.
Yeah, I think you go big.
All right.
Go big or go home.
You can go with the red too.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do the red.
Sweet. All right, is that it, guys? You guys feel
That's
good?
it.
I think that's
Yeah.
our decision.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
All right, we'll get these
Thank
sides
you.
up. Congrats,
Thank you.
guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for support.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
And I want to get one of those picnic table watches.
All right. Yeah.
But all right, guys, that's all we have for today. It's been a long journey, going through a variety of different collecting philosophies, understanding what somebody wants next, and this was a lot of fun for me. I've never done a video like this. Big thanks to John, Will, for all of our clients that came out. And if you guys enjoyed this, leave some comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up. That'd be a great indicator. This was definitely a departure from the traditional videos that we do in the boutique. And if you want us to do more of these, fill out the form down below and you can have an opportunity to be in a future video. But guys, thank you again so much for watching. Be well, and I'll see you all very soon.